Hey, what's up guys, who is everything? I'm great and I hope you feel fine. My name is Julian Andres and I'm a language student at the National University. For this class, this is gonna be a class, but with, with some problems, we cannot do this class without with students because they don't present to the schedule that we have for this class. And I'm just gonna do this class without students, lined with the guide, activity guide, and also the evaluation rubric, in order to complete all my classes. That is lined with the course because the course is available to present two classes without students, and that's why I take one of those classes. Is gonna be this one, to explain basically the item, what we are gonna do, and also show the activities that I plan to show in this class. Firstly, the class that I have is with this explanation. This class is for students with level A2, around A2 is in English 2 course, and it's about the good memories and past simple and used to. Well, firstly, I introduce myself, and then one of the phases that I'm gonna do is the word up, in which I'm going to present a video in which I'm going to talk about the past, the simple past. I choose this video because I'm really enjoy these classes with this guy. I think that he explained very well, and I'm gonna take this class that he do to explain better the item and then continue with the rest of my activities. In the video, he explained how to use the auxiliary did, that is the past of do, and also the verbs with ed. Another thing that I want to show is the difference between the sounds because are very important at the time to do a difference with these verbs when we are talking in past. There are some regular and irregular verbs. Firstly, I'm gonna start with the regulars that just change with ed, and for that I'm gonna show also another videos that is gonna present the difference at the time to speak that verbs, and the like the rules that there are at the time to change that verb to the past. That's that verbs are easier than the irregular verbs because the irregular change. And I also have some list to show the students which kind of verb can change. I know that that's sometimes a headache for the students because they change because change a lot the verbs, but with the guys that I'm gonna show, they are gonna identify better the different kind of the verbs, and there are some also rules that you can follow at the time to change the verbs. I'm gonna also show some list like this one that shows he finished with T is gonna be the same both. and also he finished in IM is gonna change for A. Yes, with these kind of things, I'm gonna show how to change the verb. That is the principal part of talking about past. Then continue with the activities that I plan with my presentation, because I plan a presentation about because remember that the item is the good memories, and that's why I'm going to present, and also for enjoy a little bit more the class and catch the attention of the students. This diapositive that I create in PowerPoint to show one of my experiences travel in a cruise ship, to show the students that they can learn with this kind of experiences. I named this one the incidental A2 acquisition. And well, I'm going to present here some studies that show, for example, this one that show the motivation that you have because you imagine yourself as a good speaker, and that's what I did when I travel. I imagine myself speaking very good and have a very good communication, and that inspires you to have a better English. And that is one of the studies. Another one is this one that show you that if you are in an environment that people speak in English better than you, that's gonna help you to improve a lot. And the third one is one of the most important for me. That is when you are when you have questions about something, when you just for example ask to the passengers or another people, can you repeat me please, what did you say? They are gonna explain you slower, and you're gonna catch the idea, and you're gonna learn very very fast in this way. I create a hierarchy that you gonna understand that in the ship there are many people and many departments, but I don't do like in a most important. I do this one like the people who has better English than the other ones. Start with those guys is the official department. That is one of the lines that show the level that you have. If you have more lines in your chair, that means that you have a higher level, but not in English. And it's weird because we can see that those guys has more level, more English level, but most of those guys are from Irish or Italia or France, and they doesn't speak English. They don't speak English as a native language. That's why they don't have a good level. But the next ones are they are officers. You can see with the lines, but they are in charge to sales the cruise, to sales all the vacation plan, and you are gonna see that those companies are focused in English speakers, English people, and that's why they have to have a very good English to coach the people and sell the different things. In another part are people like me, like bartenders or waiters. That is the activities that I do. That was my job, and these kind of people have to create an environment for the guests. That's why they have to have a better English. Because they have they are the faces of the attention, and that's why we have a better English, for example, than the people that just clean. Those guys don't have to speak very good. They just have to understand some rules or indication to do the job. The multilingual environment is the most important thing, and also the best, because you can be in an environment that you, for example, in my ship was 62 different nationalities. You want to see here.
Look, your name tag. Your name tag. How do you say hello, how are you in China? Ni hao. Ni hao. And he's from... Let's see. So you're Brazil. Como vai?
Well, that is most the interesting thing. With these videos, I'm going to catch the attention of the students. I know that could be spent too much time in this presentation, because I just want to present the item, but I'm gonna show also the activities that I'm gonna use to increment the intention of the students to learn. Also, there are some people from UK that they speak a little bit different than our accents. The people from America has more similar accent than ours. Also, people from Japan, Nepal, India, people who doesn't speak English as a first language, and that's why they are learning them like us. And outside of the ship, there are also many of those guys that you can find and also speak in English. I want to finish this presentation showing that there are another alternatives to learn English without traveling around the world. With the technology that we already have, we can communicate with some people that we know, maybe for social media around the world, and have video calls and everything to learn with them. Also with the AI, it's incredible how the AI show you like a teacher for 24 hours, and you can learn with them without have problems about the accents. How I say, there are many accents around the world, and that could be more difficult the way to speak. But with this AI, you can learn with a native people, and you are gonna perfectionate your accent. Well, that is the positive that I create for this. Also continue with the activities. There are some practice. I create some material. There are here in Genially, I create a past simple presentation in which I'm gonna speak about the simple past, the regular verbs. I say that just change with ed. We already practiced the sounds. The irregulars, some structure and how to use. In negative also, we didn't, did know the questions, signal words, that you can use also these words to express the past without use the auxiliary or the verb in past, just for say yesterday or last night. We know that we are talking about the past. Okay, that's also about the pronunciation. Verb to be, the verb have, negative way with the verb be. This is the same but with the verb be. Also some activities in which, but that's activities I'm gonna do with the students. I'm just gonna show you the presentation that I have. Well, that was everything. I also have this one. Create for me. In which I also have some items about used to, also in past. Okay, for the production, I'm going to use a the activity in which many students can connect and create an environment in which they are gonna demonstrate the knowledge that they already learn with those presentation. Okay, this is one of the quizzes. You just have to use the used to. The qualification, the evaluation of these kind of items, of any items. The thing is that when you are in this environment, online environment, is pretty difficult try to do a better evaluation, because you have to applicate a new or longer feedbacks to show better what you wanna, because when you finish to teach something and you see that they have some problems, it's easier when you are face to face them try to show the mistakes, but try to understand between a screen is sometimes more difficult. That's why we create many of those activities to do a better evaluation the item. Well, that is gonna be the production, in which the practice and the production, in which I'm gonna ask them to create their self stories, in which they are gonna show like in the same way that I did this one. They are gonna show their stories, and they are gonna have around 20 minutes to write their stories and show me. After that, we are going to have the time to evaluate what they write and how they write and how they use the past, because in these stories you have to use the past, of course. That's why it's good memories, the item in which we use the past and the used to. And then the achievement that we are gonna evaluate and do this longer. Feedbacks, how I say, are the most important in these kind of classes. I thought that could be everything for this class. If I don't cover all the time, maybe I'm going to present another ideas or do another activities. There are many activities that we can do with this e-team, and that's could be everything for this class. I hope that I can present decent class with the students. I'm ready to do it, but for the moment I'm gonna cover and also complete all the classes that I have to do with this one with our students. Thank you very much.